Hello and welcome to the Victor Farmington card making class. It's summertime and we're going to make the easiest card that you can possibly imagine. And once you have this stuff down, how to make this, you're just going to make these all the time. Couple of tools that we need to make this. The first thing we need is a trimmer. The trimmer that I like to use is a 6-inch Fiskars trimmer. I like it to be 6 inches because all of my cards start with a 5.5-inch cut. I like Fiskars because they have a little wire guide here, and depending on the intricacy of the cards that I'm making, sometimes I want to see exactly where I'm cutting. The blade that I have is titanium because it lasts longer. We need to have 2 size daisy punches. These are both from Stampin' Up, and they will cut your paper into the daisy shape that we need. You need a pair of scissors. You need a marker. You need an adhesive, double-sided sticky tape. I like to use a Scotch Advanced Tape Glider. I like it because it usually has, well, it always has more tape, and it usually lasts me for quite a while. You also need some sort of bling. Any bling that you get, these ones came from Crafts Bits and Pieces. You can get them from Michael's, you can get them from Joann's, Hobby Lobbies, anywhere that they sell paper supplies. And that's all the tools we need. The paper, we start with a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. We're going to cut it in half. And this is going to be our card base. I like the card base to be at least 60, but oftentimes a 110 weight. You can get these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Stampin' Up. This does happen to be a Stampin' Up paper. You can get it from Staples. The other specialty paper we need is called Designer Series paper. What's special about this is that it has an imprint on both sides, and you want to make sure for your card that you like the way the imprint or the design is on both sides. You're going to cut your designer paper at 4 inches. This one's already cut at 4 inches by 5.25. That's all we need the trimmer for. Then we have some scrap white paper, and we're going to use the daisy punches to cut out or punch out 4 daisies. Now I like to, when I'm cutting, or punching rather, I like to make sure that I can see where the punch is going to be. So I hold it upside down. This way I can see whether or not if you can notice here, there's no paper there, so I have to move the punch. Oh, there's a little paper showing there, so that everything has paper around it, and then just squeeze it. You do not want to use or squeeze using one hand. You don't want to squeeze it like this, because as you squeeze it, your skin will get pinched here. Trust me, I've pinched myself enough times to know. So I need 2 little ones. And 2 large ones. Now the nice thing about the Stampin' Up punches is that they lock closed for easy stacking and storing. Then we're going to take our daisies and our tape runner, and we're just going to put a little bit of tape in the center here. Just in the center. Anything that rolls up on or goes on the side there, I just roll it onto the petal. Put it up. And I want the daisies to be staggered like this. I want to be able to see all of the petals. And I'll do the same thing with the little ones. right, got a little tape on the edge here, so I'm going to move it to the side, push it back onto the paper. And I'm going to put this one right on top of it and stagger them. If they're not perfectly staggered, that's okay. I just want them as close to staggered as I can. Let's try that again. Just like so. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of tape. It's actually easier to tape the big one, so I'm going to tape the big one in the center. Didn't come as much as I'd like. There we go. And I want as much of it in the center part of the flower as I can. So I'm just going to roll it up a little bit. And I'm going to put the little daisy right on top of the big daisy and center it there. Just like so. I'm going to take all my petals and just kind of push them up, just one at a time. This gives dimension to your flat paper, and it'll go through the mail just fine, and it'll flatten out a little bit, but you'll still have, because you have this little bend in the paper, it'll pop up when it's opened. Just going around, just real quick and easy, nothing difficult. And then just give it a little bit more pronouncement, like that. Then we're going to take our regular paper, we're going to fold it almost in half. You don't want to fold it completely in half because you want to be able to have a little bit of a flap or overhang so that you can easily open up your card. You're going to decide whether you want to have your designer paper, the main part of it, like my part here, has more flower on it, or more purple. Choice is yours. Because I have this one already on with the flower, I'm going to make this one more purple. Just take scissors, and you can tell how much I'm going to really measure somewhere in here. I'm just going to make a straight cut. I'm going to fold it over like so.
You did it in the wrong spot.
Julie says I did it in the wrong spot. I don't think so. And I fold it back like that, so that it's going to be like this. Then I'm going to tape the flap here. And I'm going to tape the flap here. Very simple. Fold that back. I'm going to tape this whole back section now. Go all the way around the whole thing. Put this on like so. Now, I like doing a little bit of personal handwriting. I just wrote hi on it. The sample that's at the library has hello. I have a little bit more room. I like to write this in after I place the daisy so I know how much room I have. You can do it now or you can do it afterwards. I'm going to do it afterwards. I'm going to take a little bit of tape and tape the back side of the daisy. Push it up just again a little bit. Put the daisy right there. Take a little piece of my bling. I think I'm going to use a blue piece. Put that in the center of the daisy. Push it down, and I can write hello or hi. I think I'm just going to write hi. And there you have a quick little card.